Dana, and I'm going to take you through a brief routine, some choreography that is fusing self-defense mixed with dance. And this concept came to me because I have a strong passion for self-defense that I believe was knit in me from birth, and my love of dance. Now, I've never been a professional dancer, or even, I don't know, depending on the type of dance, I'm still a beginner at a lot of things too, but I just love it. And I love how our bodies were made to just move. Like my little baby niece, she goes like this just when she hears music. So our bodies were made to dance. And I also love the concept of fusing the masculine sort of aspect of self-defense. Also, I do mixed martial arts, so that tends to be very masculine. And then fusing that with the feminine side of dance. Of course, there are amazing male dancers that are very much in their masculine, but I think you know what I mean. The sort of fighting, more masculine, self-defense, self-protection, and then that more flowy aspect. And dance can be absolutely anything, but that's my vision for warrior flow, is fusing that yin and that yang with two things that I love very much. And as we're going through this, I will also talk about how these movements will strengthen your body, because we need that strength for everyday tasks, such as taking something heavy off a shelf or picking up a box from the ground. And when you feel that strength coming in your body, you walk around differently. You have a much more confident air about you. And that right there is going to make you much less likely to even be chosen as a victim. This has actually been studied and proven that the way people walk around, people that have done violent crimes, they will not choose certain people as targets based on literally on how they're walking and carrying themselves. There's a famous study on the New York Corner in the 1980s that showed this very well. Okay, so we're going to get right into it. So if you've already done the warrior warm-up, that's great. If you haven't, check out some of my other YouTube videos, and those will have the warrior warm-up on there. So let's do that first. Get your bodies ready to move, and I'm going to go right into the choreography. This is all levels. I'm going to talk about ways how you can also you can make things a little bit more challenging, and you can also tone them down. So our first 8 count, what we're going to be doing is we're going to be kind of taking 4 steps forward, moving a little bit in a zigzag pattern. And remember, with dance, you can always make this your own. What we're going to do, we're going to kind of have soft arms and hands as we're stepping to one direction. And I will not frequently tell you which way to go, just pick a way. So I'm going to my right, which is going to be your left as the mirror image. So loose arms and hands, taking one step in that zigzag pattern. And then as we step the other zigzag pattern, I want you to feel how you can strengthen, create tension in those arms, and feel that when your elbows stay bent, you can actually kind of like work on your guns a little bit, right? So you can feel that tension and create that tension in your biceps. We're going to do the same thing 2 more times. Step again, loosen it up. Step 1 more time, create tension. I specifically want you to feel the loose to tense, because I want you to feel how your muscles can engage on command of your brain and your thoughts. This is actually very important for self-defense. Should you be forced to protect yourself, if you cannot exit the area, if you cannot call for help, you will probably be going from living your day and your life and not being in a tense state. Hopefully you will have to go from that to creating tension and protecting yourself or your loved one or an innocent bystander. So that I think of that as going from 0 to 100. So I want you to create that feeling. We're stepping forward in our zigzag pattern. We are loose, tense, loose, tense. That is our first 4 count. I'm going to do this in 8 counts because of my love for hip hop and how everything is done in 8 counts there. We are going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. You can also, if you think of it that way, where the voice is a little bit softer, voice is a little bit louder, that we respond, right? Our brain responds to that. So it's like loosey-goosey, tense, loosey-goosey, tense. This is also a high-level athlete training principle where they teach athletes to turn on their muscles and then turn off their muscles. So when you can control the speed the speed and intensity of how you create tension, that right there will make you stronger. So that's our first 4 count. We came loose, tense, 3, 4. From here, now we're going to envision that we're maybe having to deal with something coming at us. Our natural instinct that we do not want to fight. One of my main mentors has drilled this into us, is that we might have to duck for cover or flinch. So now we're going to go, we came forward in that zigzag, we're going to come backwards in that zigzag. What we're going to be doing here is we reacted, we had to cover. Now we're stepping back with a palm strike. With this palm strike, this is not a technical strike. This is something that every single person can do. It can be just as effective as a punch with much less chance of injury to breaking your fingers or your hand. We are covering, palm strike. 2 more times, do that same thing. Covering, palm strike. Let's go through that. That is our first 8 count. Let's go through that 8 count again. So remember, we're going loosey-goosey tension, loosey-goosey tension for the first 4. Ready? Go with me. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's add on 5 through 8. Cover, strike, cover, strike. And the feet, you can see more on the camera in the corner. The feet, I'm not super concerned with how your feet are moving. We're just coming forward and then backwards. Let's do that. Let's do that 2 more times, just a tiny bit faster. Starting from here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, here's something cool. I was going to save it till a little bit later. However, if you want to give your brain a workout, we can do the same thing on the other side. So let's try it. Let's hope I don't mess up. And if I do, well, such is the nature of things, right? Okay, so now, so I went to my right, you went to your left, probably, or you went to your right, either way. Now I'm going to go the other way for that first 8 count. I'm going to go loosey-goosey, tension, loosey-goosey, tension. Oh no, palm strike. Oh no, palm strike. So my feet were a little funky there because that is my off side. And you know what's the cool thing about dance? Is it doesn't matter. But I could feel that my feet didn't do the same thing there as it did when I was coming back from here. And that's totally okay. With dance, you can always put your special sauce on it. And that's one of the things I love about watching people dance is their own interpretation of it. Let's do that 1 more time, and then we're going to move on from there. Go back to the first direction that you went. Let's keep the first direction that you've done more times. Okay, ready? 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. From here, we're going to move to the side. I love training in, not just in forward, most of our life happens in front of us, right? Another principle of getting your body stronger, gaining strength, is to also train moving backwards. That's why we will frequently do things moving backwards, and moving to the side. And then, of course, there's rotation too. Those are the 3 planes of motion. And there's There's always, like, we could get into debates about in self-defense. Do you want to move backwards? What if the Grand Canyon is behind you? Of course I wouldn't want to move backwards then. The great thing about this though is we're taking a serious subject and we're making it a bit playful while you're still getting great information. So we ended here, 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 here. Now we're gonna move. You're gonna move probably to your left side unless you started going right. I'm gonna move to my right side. The feet, so look in that lower camera for what the feet are doing. We have options here. What I'm gonna do is sort of like a grapevine step, and that means stepping my outer leg to the side, other leg behind it, and then outer leg to the side again, and then we're gonna do something with our upper body. Here is another option if that feels uncomfortable or off balance for you today or this round. You can also just move your outer foot to the side and move the other one in towards it to meet it. Either way, it's all correct. Remember your special sauce, stir the pot. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is like the grapevine step, and we're gonna direct our attention, because if an attacker is coming from a certain direction, I of course want to see that person and what they might be doing. So we had just come here, we ended the palm strike. Now, oh no, there's an attacker over here. I'm gonna grapevine 3 steps. 1, 2, 3. After step number 3, we're gonna come across our body and get that rotation, and we're gonna deliver an elbow. Now this elbows are a great bony weapon. This does not have to be technical. Act like you're brushing your hair back, right? Okay, I might date myself right here. Did you guys know who the Fonz was in Happy Days? Ooh, I'm surprised I actually came up with the name of that sitcom. So this, we're just pushing our hair back or we're scratching our back. That's an elbow. That's as simple as it is and as straightforward as self-defense should be. When your brain is freaking out, if your brain is freaking out, heaven forbid, hopefully this will never happen, we're not going to be able to remember complex things. When I practice mixed martial arts, lots of the times those are complex. That is a sport that has complex combinations. We don't need complexity if we're like freaking out, like, oh my gosh, I can't believe this is happening. What am I going to do? I'm going to go from 0 to 100 and keep myself and my loved ones safe. But while all of that is happening, I cannot come up with complex things. Okay, so we ended with the last palm strike. Now we turn our direction because bad guys like to travel in packs. So maybe there's another one coming from this direction. So I am moving my hands towards him, them, her, whatever. And I'm taking step, step, step. After that 3rd step, I'm brushing my hair back, right? Elbow, and I'm also coming to the front of my body just because I want you guys to feel rotation. And everyone likes a good core, right? Everyone wants more definition here. So we're rotating and bringing that elbow through. Let's add that on. That's 4. Let's add that on to the first 8 count. Starting position, remember loosey-goosey, tension. 1, 2, 3, 4, cover, palm, new part. Oh, they're over here now. Step, 2, 3, brush your hair back. How did that feel? Let's do that one more time. And then we'll add on the rest of that second 8 count. And then we're gonna do those 2 8 counts. We're gonna try it to music. And then we'll add on the other 2 8 counts. This is a brief one. It only has 4 8 counts. Let's start from the beginning and I'll give you guys, I didn't count for you guys last time. Let me give you guys a count. Let's go 5, 6, 7, 8, loose, tension, cover, palm, step, 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 brush, brush hair back or scratch, either one, brush or scratch. Another cool thing for strength, when you rotate, so if I'm rotating, this is to my right, it's going to look like to your left. You might feel that this feels stronger if you get that glute on the side that you're rotating towards or in front, does that make sense? If that glute squeezes and you come on the ball of your foot, if you see in the lower camera, that co-contraction that's coming all the way up the leg, that gives you strength, and that actually taps a little bit more into the core. Let's feel it the other way, just for fun. You come the other way, squeeze that glute, get on the ball of that foot, feel that core engage. So these are fun little things that you can do. You know, when you step away from your desk every 50 minutes, when you get out of your chair to move your body, you can do something as simple as this, or you can go through this little routine. Let's do that again, and then add on the second half of that 4 count. I think I said that last time, didn't I? Okay, ready? 5, 6, 7, 8. Loose, tension, cover, palm, side, brush. Now, so we came that way. Holy moly, there's another one this way. So now we're going to come back around. Same thing, step however you want, 3 steps to the side. Maybe you might want to do the grapevine again. Let's do it. Step, and then we're gonna rotate around again, but this time we're gonna do a low kick. And this kick, if you don't feel balanced enough, just rotate around. Just keep your foot on the ground. That is an option. Keeping your toe on the ground, and just pointing it and just press the ball of your foot into the ground. That counts, and that will get you towards being able to pick that foot up and give a kick. This kick does not have to be technical at all. Imagine if you were hiking somewhere. This actually almost happened in Peru. We're hiking, we're coming back to our lodging. And I went to step and I saw a snake there. So imagine if you were walking somewhere and something jumped on you that you didn't want on you, right? That it wouldn't be a technical kick. It would be like, so it doesn't have to be anything technical. That's all it has to, that's all I'm asking out of this kick. Let's do just that part, just those 4 counts. So we were here after we brushed our hair back, right? Now we're coming total opposite way, 180 degrees. There's another one, and we're step, kick. And I don't care which foot stepped first. It doesn't matter. Just give me 3 steps and then kick the snake off your leg. This is not a technical kick. If the kick doesn't feel good to you, leave your toes on the ground and just point. Just smash the ball of your, maybe leave your toes on the ground and smash a bug or something. I don't know, something like that. Let's add this on, and those are our first 2 8 counts. 5, 6, 7, 8. Loose, tense, cover, palm. Great, fine, great. Elbow, other, great, fine, kick the snake off. Okay, let's do those 2 8 counts to music. I'm going to cue you with my hands, and yeah, once I start the music, I'm going to cue you with my hands. If I mess up, I might have to restart. It's happened once or twice or more before. Okay, I'm going to get our music on. 1 second. How did that feel? I have to put my glasses on every time I do something on the computer. How'd that feel? Let's do it. Let's do it like 3 more times. I'm gonna go back to that same part because we're ending that kick on where she says no. Okay, so let's do that again. First couple times are always a little bit like, and then the music actually helps because you're like, okay, I feel the beat. I'm the little baby bouncing to the beat. Okay, let's do that again. Okay, let's do it again. Let's do it 2 more times. Let's do 1 more time, and then we'll add on another 8 count. Okay, sneak preview of the beginning of the next 8 count. After that, hold on. Let me see how this is feeling for everyone. Anyone have questions? Let me know. Okay, hold on. Okay, let's do it a couple more times with both camera angles back. Let's do that. Let's do the whole 8 count like 2 more times. One more time, and that was a preview of the next 8 count. Uno más. Okay, let's add on from there. Okay, we are going to, hold on. Okay, so we finished When she says no, we finished with kicking the snake off our leg, right? Well, homie's still coming back for more. So we kicked him off, still coming back for more, and we're doing the backup again. Remember, it's dance, not real life. We wouldn't want to back up if we don't know what's behind us. However, we are going to back up here. We're going to take 3 steps backwards. Hands can be doing whatever you want them to do, okay? Your hands can be strong, like when we did the tension ones. They can be a little more feminine and flowy. They can be jazz hands. I guess that's still strong, right? So hands can be whatever they want to be. I just, for the sake of dance, I don't want them down here. Let's not have them down here, like, just doesn't look very dancey, right? Okay, so we kick the snake off, and then we're backing up 1, 2, 3. Knees, we're gonna deliver a knee strike. Knees are a great bony weapon. Ladies, we're very strong in the lower half of our body. Knees, that knee strike can be a great bony weapon, keeping in mind that we are lifting a leg off the ground, which naturally is going to make us a bit more unstable. So we're not going to debate that point. We're going to know that knees are a great bony weapon, and then we're going to go back to our dance routine. And after your 3 steps back, with your hands doing whatever they want to do, except for being down here, except for your arms being down here, we're taking our 3 steps back and delivering a knee strike. You know, let me do this one. With that knee strike, another way to make that knee strike stronger is, so once you can balance, I'm going to face you. Once you can balance on that single leg, if you can get those hips forward a little bit, that should feel a little bit stronger than if we just lift our leg up off the ground. Again, what's the scenario? We don't know. However, if you would like to practice knee strikes around your house, this is a way where they can feel stronger. And the same thing is happening when we talked about the rotation and the glute turning on. That same thing is happening with a knee strike. So if I come sideways to you, if I pick up my far leg for a knee strike, if you squeeze the glute of that planted leg, it should feel stronger. Glutes are an intimate part of our core, and therefore they help stabilize and balance. And keeping that in mind is a great way to also build strength in your body. Let's do from the walking to the side before we kick the snake off our leg. Let's do from there. So that 4 count. So we had been here after we brushed our hair back. We pivoted around. We're like, oh no, there's more people over here. We grapevined, or we just stepped, and then we did that pivot and kick the snake off our legs. Once that foot comes down, then we just back, and deliver that knee strike. Lost my balance right there a little bit. So we deliver that knee strike. Okay, after that, pretty simple. We think we've done it. I've done it. We go into a little celebration, and definitely put your own spin on this. We're going to do a 3-point turn, strike a pose quickly. Don't get too comfortable there. We're not going to stay there for too long. We celebrate. But wait, there's more after that. Let's actually go through the whole thing first, starting from the tippy top. Top. Okay, whichever direction you've been going, continue that same direction. 5, 6, 7, 8. Loose, strong, cover, pop. Let's do from the top one more time. And then we'll add last 8 count. from the top. Ready? 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So whatever pose you want. If you want to, whatever you want to do, just strike a pose. Have fun with it. This is where it's fun and you can express yourself. Let's do this one more time. One more time from the top. 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, we celebrated, but we celebrated a little bit too early because now there's little gremlins coming to attack us, or at least a little gremlin. What we're gonna do, did you guys remember the movie Gremlins? What we're gonna do is we're gonna do sort of a walking lunge, 3 steps, and I want you guys to challenge your quads, and I want you guys to take each step lower and lower. So that's why it's little gremlins. I kind of like the, the creating a little scenario and making it fun. Again, to me, it takes what's a very serious topic, and there is, sadly, a lot to be concerned about in the world. It takes that heavy, serious topic and it lightens it. So it's been proven that our brain learns very well with play, and dance to me is a form of play. So that's why I created this, to have a lighter aspect to something that's pretty heavy. So the gremlin, okay, so we've turned around, we've posed. Now the gremlin's coming at us. So we need to get on the gremlin's level. Here is another strike that does not have to be technical, or it is not technical. You can learn it very quickly. It is called a hammer fist. So you just take your hand, make a fist. That thumb is on the outside of the fingers with the fist, okay? It's not on the inside. Curl your fingers down, thumb goes on top, and then just side. So hammer, that's where the name came from, is it looks kind of like a hammer fist. So this is the strike that we're gonna do on our little gremlin, because our little gremlin is attacking us. So after we've posed, we're gonna challenge our quads. We're going to walk, 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 pounce the gremlin with the hammer fist. Okay, so this time we are walking forward. So after we turn to whatever direction, turn, whichever pose. Holy moly, I started celebrating too early. I'm gonna get you, little gremlin. Either side can hammer fist. You can, it looks like it's your left, it's my right from the camera. The camera's reversed. I'm naturally doing my right, and actually, I think I should switch that up sometimes and make it my left. So let's do just that part. It's nice and easy. However, if you have any knee issues or anything like that, don't go super low. It can just be regular steps, and then the hammer fist. The other hand, I would love the other, remember it's dance, so it can be doing whatever it wants to do. However, a good rule of thumb is if the other hand is at least up somewhere near your face, this can present a psychological barrier to the bad guy when it's up here. They feel like they have to get around your hand. So it can be other areas. Again, for dance and self-defense purposes, if your hands are all the way down here, and and if the attack is coming from higher, it's naturally going to take you a lot longer to have to get your hands all the way up here. Of course, if the attack is coming from lower, then hands being down there would be a good thing. So there's never one answer to things. Let's take it from kicking the snake off our leg. Poor snakes. I'm sure some people like snakes, right? I mean, they're fine. Like, I don't dislike them. Okay, so we kicked the snake off our leg. Random thoughts. We kicked the snake off our leg. Then we came back, knee strike, Remember how to make that knee strike stronger. Squeeze glutes. Get your hip forward to make that knee strike stronger. And then we celebrated because we're like, that one is down. So that celebration, this is 4, and then it's 1, 2, 3, pose. And then after that is the gremlins. We weren't quite done yet. Then we're gonna have to get down on their level and then hammer strike. Okay, let's back it up. You know, let's just do the whole thing. Let's do the whole thing from the top. All right, ready. And 5, 6, 7, 8. Loose, tense, cover, palm, side, 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 brush, side, 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 kick, back, 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 knee, turn, 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 pose, gremlin, 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 hammer. I think that was funny. I don't know. I crack myself up sometimes. Gremlin, 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 hammer. Then the last, we only have one more 4 count. So this time the gremlin's really out. And now we're just going to take a few steps circling either direction. So just circle, circle, circle. We're watching the little guy to make sure he's down. Okay, we're like, you're not going to come back to life, are you? Circle, 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 down. And this last one, I want you to be able to practice single leg balance. And I did this side. Okay, I'm gonna make sure I balance on my other leg. So after we've circled, circled, circle, we're gonna kick. And I want you guys to hold it. I want you guys to stick it. Stick that landing. And this is something that as you practice this more and more, you can see if you can stick it for longer and longer. And you can challenge yourself with different surfaces. This surface is a little bit soft. And surprisingly, even that little bit of softness makes it a little more challenging. So that's another way you can challenge yourself. Is get one of those foam pads or something and practice balancing on something that is just a little less stable. Okay, let's go to the top, adding all of this, adding. 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Stick it. So depending on how you circle, which steps you take, you may end up on a different leg for that balance. Let's do one more time and then let's put it to music and we'll finish this off. All right. One more time. 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Balance. Try to hold the balance for as long as you can. Okay, let's do it to music. All right, gonna cue the music up. And then if you want, you can freestyle at the end. And the freestyle can be whatever you want it to be. Okay, Let's do it 3 more times. Quirky dancer sometimes I just don't know what to do, and if you feel the same, you are not alone. So just do whatever, just move your body. You can even just be like here, it doesn't matter. Okay, let's do it again. I hope as you do it more, you think a little bit more about the self-defense moves, so you can just add a little bit more power to them. So that is one suggestion. Let's find the spot and do it again. Of course, you can also just play with holding, you know, sticking the kick and holding that single leg balance, and feel the balance. Feel how strong your center and your core is, because you have a ton of strength in your body. Whether you are aware of that or if you're not quite aware of that, it is there. Trust me, it is there. That is how you were built. You have strength. You will not be a victim, and you deserve joy and something fun and play in your life. Just because we're adults doesn't mean we cannot play. Play is so important, and it will give you much more energy to do all of your other daily tasks. You know, that to-do list that we have that never goes away. Let's do this one more time. Okay, that is what I have for you for some different choreography to this song. Is called Chonky Funky. It's so funny. It's like the funniest name. And as you can tell, there's not many words in it. So this is something where you can revisit this, and you can also, what I briefly touched on in the beginning, is you can do the whole thing kind of to one direction, and then you can mirror image it and challenge your brain to do the other direction / other arm. So now I would come here, do the elbow here, here, do the kick here. So it's a cool way to give your brain a challenge where you can, you know, you can play around with, can I do the mirror image of that? I love to do that in, well, we do that a lot in martial arts, where we change orthodox versus southpaw. So it's a really great way to keep your brain young and healthy, is to challenge it, to learn new things. Play keeps your brain healthy, and I thank you for joining me today. I would love any feedback you have in the comments, and I will see you on the next one.